former acting ICE director, Fox News contributor, and Heritage visiting fellow. Tom, it's always great to see you. And this is really interesting because after the Supreme Court said that it was going to hold off on lifting Title 42, now the administration seems to be coming around, albeit not for so long, but also saying we're not ready for this right now. And that is how it's possible to put this administration under pressure. Do you agree?
Yeah, and I would say to Secretary Mayorkas and President Biden, look, if Title 42 goes away, you have the Remain in Mexico option. The court said you can continue to do that. So why don't you put Remain in Mexico, implement that at the level the Trump administration did. We approve, and that would be a game changer. Numbers would drastically reduce on the border. So they act like there's nothing to do about Title 42 because it's a court's decision. Even if that's true, they got the Remain in Mexico program fire up. They got the third safe country agreements with the Central American countries they can fire up. They have options. But what really upsets me today, you got 21 Republican senators looking like they're going to sign this funding bill that does nothing for border security. Nothing. Matter of fact, it funds more NGOs to process and release people in the country quicker. You got Senator Cornyn in Texas who's going to sign this bill. And Texas is overwhelmed. They're invaded. He should be ashamed of himself. He has let the residents of Texas down if he signs this bill.
And that has been a lot of the discussion today, why the $1.7 trillion omnibus bill has funding to process migrants versus securing our border. We've got so many problems down there. The humanitarian crisis, the arduous travel people and the journey that they have to make to cross the border, the drug trafficking that's coming across, the human smuggling, the crime that's coming into this country as well. We've got numerous problems, yet this administration has said, well, it was a court order. We've got to lift Title 42. COVID is over. We don't have a public health emergency. Many people are arguing it may not be COVID, but yes, we do.
Then put the Remain in Mexico program back in. That's a game changer. And the catch and release. Instead of spending money on NGOs who've been bankrolled for the last 2 years, making billions of dollars, how about buying more detention beds? President Trump proved if you detain them, if you have a consequence to deterrence, if you detain them long enough to see a judge, the court data is clear. 9 out of 10 will not win their asylum case, which means you can send them on a plane, send them home, and the numbers will reduce. I cannot believe, whether you're Republican or Democrat, Independent, up on Capitol Hill, how many Americans have to die from fentanyl until you pay attention?
Yeah.
How many migrants, already 1,500 migrants have died on U.S. soil. We have a record number of women and children being sex trafficked across that border. At what point does Congress say, enough, we need to secure this border?
Back to the Remain in Mexico policy that you mentioned, my thought it really is that was a Trump-era policy. And so this administration has wanted to turn anything that was Trump-era related on its head. And so that it would be something that they would never implement, not to mention the fact that it doesn't align with this administration's border agenda, which essentially is to leave the border open. That is what they've done here.
I get that. That's politics. But 100,000 Americans are dead. 1,500 migrants are dead, and it's going to get worse. DEA says they expect an epidemic and more fentanyl deaths this year. They've arrested 116 known suspected terrorists sneaking through the border. We got 1 million gotaways. How many of them are terrorists? That's a national security threat. Put politics aside, for God's sakes, and protect this nation. This is the biggest national security failure since 9/11. Mark my word, we don't know how many terrorists have come in this country in the last 2 years, but someday we're going to find out, and it's going to be a bad day, a sad day for this country.
Do you think that Republicans should be using this omnibus bill essentially as a bargaining chip and say we're not voting for it and all the other provisions in it, including spending for Ukraine, unless we get more for the border?
Absolutely. Why are we going to send multi-billions of dollars to Ukraine? I get it. They need help. Women and children are being killed over there all the time. But why are we going to spend multi-billions of dollars defending their border and other countries' borders and not defend our own? I mean, for God's sakes, people are going to say they want about President Trump. America first makes sense. Our representatives on the Hill, They're representing the American people. So don't ignore us, especially during a crisis of this magnitude. People are dying every day. While you and I are talking, some females being sexually assaulted by the cartels because Doctors Without Borders says 31% of women that make that journey get sexually assaulted. A child's going to die tonight crossing this border, or a migrant, because the numbers show that up. Again, put politics aside. Let's secure this border. We can take care of Ukraine and the United States at the same time.
You obviously are very passionate about this issue, Tom, and I just can hear it in your voice. But if you can, for me, play this out over the course of the next 2 weeks. We're going to pass through Christmas. We're going to pass through New Year's. The administration then is going to look to proceed to lift Title 42. And once again, it will be a court battle. How do you think this ends?
It doesn't end well. And the reason I'm so passionate, because I spent almost 35 years doing this. I've held dying children. I've held dead children. I've talked to girls as young as 10 years old that got raped multiple times. If people saw what I saw my 35-year career, they'd understand why secure border saves lives. When President Trump had illegal immigration down 83%, when 83% less people were coming, how many people weren't dying crossing that river? How many Americans weren't dying from drug overdoses because the Border Patrol was vigilant on the border because the border was secure? How many women weren't being sexually assaulted? Secure borders save lives. It doesn't take a genius to understand that. If the Hill would ask the experts, these 21 Republicans, call the Border Patrol. Call guys who've done this for 30 years. Ask them what their opinion is and why they have that opinion. Educate yourselves and do the right thing for this country.
I hear you, Tom. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. And we'll continue to have this conversation with you as this story plays out. Thank you again. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.